देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा। वर्तमान की मर्यादा है 2 गज की दूरी, मास्क है जरूरी।
Well, hello and welcome to Raj Sabha TV's special presentation on the story of a pandemic. A pandemic that struck all of us beginning of this year. It changed the way we lived. It changed our worldview. It throttled, disturbed and put in distress economies around the world, caused large-scale disruptions and of course caused massive loss of life. But amid all these, it reinvigorated our zeal to fight back and emerge victorious. A human story of how India and her citizens fought back this pandemic and never gave up.
It all began late in the year 2019 when a mystery virus, with its origin from a busy seafood market of China's Wuhan city, was getting reported for the pace of its spread and casualties. Soon, several countries started reporting cases of high fever coupled with acute respiratory problems, and many of those patients never recovering.
मेरे 10 साल के टेन्योर में एज एन आईसीएमआर डीजी आई हैड हैंडल्ड 10 पैंडेमिक, जिसमें कि हमने सार्स भी हैंडल किया था। तो हमने हर समय हम कामयाब हुए थे। वी कुड मेक द डायग्नोस्टिक टेस्ट, we could do surveillance or we could do some public health measures. So every time we were successful in curbing the pandemic. तो इस बार जब ये पहली बार आया चाइना से, तो पहले पता नहीं चला था, तो we were thinking that we will be able to hold it. But then we knew that what's happening in Europe and what's happening in United States.
By January this year, COVID-19 or the SARS-CoV-2 had begun to spread its tentacles. In India, first ever case of COVID-19 was reported in Kerala on 30th January 2020. 4 days later, on February 3rd, 2 more cases were reported. All 3 of them were students who were returning from Wuhan.
This virus had some special features. The spike protein 1 and 2 had a gap in which there was a furan-like particle which could cleave which was a protease, which could cleave the protein. So it created a new entry site for the virus apart from the ACE2 receptor. This could also enter through membrane in the integrin, and it has 32 different antigens on its surface which could create lot of cell perturbation. It could also attach to various other organs. It could attach to heart, it could attach to lung and create a different kind of pneumonia, which was almost a glassy structure. It could also attach to kidneys and cause hypertension also. So with all these, it rang an alarm bell.
Well, as the cases began to grow by March, many people started recording positive. They started showing symptoms, especially the ones with the travel history. Well, the transmission rate also started to grow. That was the time the authorities kicked in. On March 22nd, India, for the first time, went into a voluntary public curfew at the instance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
22 मार्च रविवार को सुबह 7 बजे से रात 9 बजे तक सभी देशवासियों को जनता कर्फ्यू का पालन करना है। इस जनता कर्फ्यू के दरमियान कोई भी नागरिक घरों से बाहर न निकले, न सड़क पे जाए, न मोहल्ले में या सोसाइटी में इकट्ठे हो, अपने घरों में ही रहे, न हम जाए और हम देखने के लिए भी न जाए। साथियों, 22 मार्च को हमारा ये प्रयास हमारे आत्मसंयम, देश हित में कर्तव्य पालन के संकल्प का एक मजबूत प्रतीक हो।
This was a first ever address by the Prime Minister on the issue of COVID-19, urging citizens to clap and applaud the healthcare workers and the civil administration at the forefront combating the coronavirus.
पिछले 2 महीनों से लाखों लोग अस्पतालों में, एयरपोर्ट पर, दफ्तरों में, शहर की गलियों में दिन रात काम में जुटे हुए हैं। चाहे डॉक्टर हो, नर्सिस हो, हॉस्पिटल का स्टाफ हो, सफाई करने वाले हमारे भाई बहन हो, एयरलाइंस के कर्मचारी हो, सरकारी कर्मचारी हो, पुलिसकर्मी हो, मीडिया कर्मी हो, रेलवे, बस, ऑटो रिक्शा की सुविधा से जुड़े लोग हो, होम डिलीवरी करने वाले लोग हो, ये लोग अपनी परवाह न करते हुए दूसरों की सेवा में लगे हुए हैं। आज की परिस्थितियां देखें तो ये सेवाएं सामान्य नहीं कही जा सकती। आज खुद भी इनके संक्रमित होने का पूरा खतरा मोल लेते हैं। बावजूद इसके ये अपना कर्तव्य भी निभा रहे हैं, हर किसी की सेवा करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। ये अपने आप में राष्ट्र रक्षक की तरह कोरोना महामारी और हमारे बीच में एक शक्ति बनकर के खड़े हैं। देश ऐसे सब छोटे बड़े व्यक्तियों का, संगठनों का कृतज्ञ है। मैं चाहता हूं कि 22 मार्च रविवार के दिन हम ऐसे सभी लोगों को धन्यवाद अर्पित करें।
And the nation responded. But just 2 days later, the government had to order a mandatory nationwide lockdown. In his second address to the nation, the Prime Minister underlined that social distancing is the only way at this time to control the spread and also save lives from getting affected by the virus.
कोरोना से प्रभावी मुकाबले के लिए एकमात्र विकल्प है सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग। सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग यानी एक दूसरे से दूर रहना, अपने घरों में ही बंद रहना। कोरोना से बचने का इसके अलावा कोई तरीका नहीं है, कोई रास्ता नहीं है। कोरोना को फैलने से रोकना है, तो उसके संक्रमण की जो साइकिल है, उस साइकिल को तोड़ना ही होगा।
Lockdown was a necessity. Almost every country in the world resorted to lockdown. Lockdown was meant to curb transmission in a drastic way so that you could prepare for testing, mass testing, contact tracing, and doing some smart testing mechanism. You could also create, you had to augment your infrastructure because you needed more ICU beds, you needed more PPEs for your staff, and also creating better treatment modalities which were not there at that given moment. So lockdown was necessary, but the other structures had also to move very fast. The other thing which was needed, that the people need to behave appropriately. So behavioral changes of people were also necessary.
As authorities enforced strict lockdown, public too responded with utmost responsibility. Only essential commodities and medical wear shops were allowed to open. But in the midst of growing lockdown, major cities, especially Delhi, Mumbai and parts of Punjab, were reeling under massive migrant crisis.
अरे साउंड, हाँ यार मेरे भाई, क्या करेंगे यहाँ? ना रोटी मिला ना पानी मिला, क्या करेंगे यहाँ ना काम है। कितनी देर से खड़े हो यहाँ? 4 बजे सुबह से ही लगे हुए लाइन में सर। ना तो हमें भोजन मिला है ना तो पानी मिला, और धूप आप सर खुद दे। अगर इस पर मान लो स्किन थर्मोमेट्रिक करते हैं तो इस पर टेम्परेचर ऑलरेडी 100 के पार जा रहा है। वैसे तो हमारी किट जांच तो हो नहीं रही है, तो सर हम क्या कर सकते हैं बताइए। और इसमें मीडिया का ही सहारा है और प्रशासन भी मजबूर है। आप लोग क्या मैसेज देना चाहते हैं सरकार को? सरकार के सर हमारा यही मैसेज है, उचित व्यवस्था हमारी करके समुचित हमारे गांव पहुंचा दिया जाए।
जो बचे हुए 500-700 लोग एक्स्ट्रा आ गए हैं, उनके लिए 50 बसें मंगाई गई हैं, वो सैनिटाइज हो रही हैं। टोटल सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग के साथ बसों पे बैठा के मेडिकल टेस्ट के साथ सभी गाड़ियों पे 40 पैकेट खाना है और उस 40-50 बोतल पानी रखे गए हैं और उनमें बैठा के इनको क्रम से भेज देंगे।
Steering the massive crisis, the government machinery responded. Rolling out relief measures addressing the food and shelter needs of the migrants stranded and some vying to go home.
The government has been working so that those affected directly and particularly the poor, the migrant workers, the women, the disadvantaged of the society, since the lockdown commenced, will have to be reached out with tangible help and assistance. It's only 36 hours since the lockdown has been imposed. And therefore now we have come with a package which will immediately take care of the concerns, the welfare concerns of the poor and suffering workers and those who need immediate help.
We also enhanced our infrastructure. We also ramped up our diagnostics, etc. And some or other, we have fared better than United States and other states, and we have fared better than Britain, and we have fared better than Sweden, which thought that herd immunity will develop. So we have fared better than many countries. We also had to create ICU bed and make drugs available quickly so that the standard of care, etc., becomes rationalized as it is in the global structure.
आप लोग अपने घर में रहें, सुरक्षित रहें। सिर्फ आपके मेन डोर्स को हम करेंगे, कॉमन स्टेयर के जीने को करेंगे और जो कॉमन पैसेज है उसको हम करेंगे। कोई भी व्यक्ति अपने घर में प्लीज आने के लिए ना करे। हम किसी भी घर के अंदर भी जाएंगे तो सिर्फ घर के बाहर से जो कॉमन एरिया है उसको सैनिटाइज करेंगे।
Besides the financial packages rolled out by the centre and subsequently by the state governments one by one, especially to take care of the migrants and all those people who required the help at that moment the most. Several other initiatives too were taken by the authorities involving common public. This has to be a collective fight to win. Parallel to providing financial relief, the government also began an aggressive testing drive. Private hospitals and pathology labs too were allowed to conduct COVID-19 tests. The aim was to test more and more people and breaking the chain.
Only is the organization which did the diagnostic was National Institute of Virology, and during the first month it could do only 41 tests. So this was inadequate at that time, and for the first 4-5 months we hardly did enough tests or had enough kits and other systems, and some test systems we have to do it like now there is a test system which you could do at your home, and so it is allowed. The Philippines did it in their drugstores, and many other drugstores like CVS and Walgreens in United States could do this, and this was allowed. We had lot of restrictions in the initial stages that this could be done in certain certified labs only, whereas the RT-PCR was very widely prevalent within India. A lot of medical colleges were already doing it, but they were not NABL accredited. So by the time we started doing was slightly late, but now we are doing it very effectively.
Well, as the lockdown was extremely essential to curb the transmission, also brought in new set of challenges besides giving results. One of the challenges was about Indians stranded on the foreign lands. Two gigantic operations were launched, one in the skies and the other on the high seas, to brought back, or to say repatriate Indians from the foreign lands and brought back home.
Launched on 5th May at the peak of COVID-19 pandemic, Operation Samudra Setu was a part of national effort to repatriate Indian citizens by sea. 3,992 Indian citizens were brought back by Indian naval ships Jalashwa, Airavat, Shardul and Magar. The operation lasted over 55 days and involved traversing more than 23,000 kilometers by sea.
And these 700 Indians have been here for a few months because of the COVID-19 related situation, the inability to travel back, and today Indian Navy is proudly adding one more chapter to its volumes of its glorious deeds in the service of the nation.
The rescue operations amidst COVID-19 are subjecting us to circumstances which are very unique indeed. The guidelines for safety against COVID-19 and the protocols for the same have been promulgated by the Naval Headquarters and the commands respectively.
Another gigantic mission to repatriate Indian citizens was Operation Vande Bharat, involving our national carrier Air India. As per the official disclosure stated before the Parliament of India, more than 14,000 people returned to India under the Vande Bharat mission. But that wasn't the end of India's effort or its fight against the pandemic. Ramping up the testing, aggressive medical strategies to break the chain, and an active participation at the global level to come out with the vaccine. Soon after the deadly virus was declared pandemic by World Health Organization, more than 200 programs, including institutional research, took off to create COVID-19 vaccines. Those also included 130 companies and around 10 Indian pharmaceutical firms working on vaccines.
We should also have the storages in the tarmacs. So the vaccine strategy, you had to book the vaccines in advance, taking a risk so that you could get vaccine from anywhere in the world. Like there is a Moderna vaccine now, which we can handle that cold chain. There is a transportation, many airlines have got now cold transportation. They have set up the cold transport. Actually, that is how they are surviving.
Given India's success at the mass vaccination for polio, smallpox and malaria, the global community too looked at India's expertise.
भारत में एक नहीं, दो नहीं, तीन वैक्सीन उसके टेस्टिंग के अलग अलग चरण में है। वैज्ञानिकों से जब हरी झंडी मिल जाएगी, बड़े पैमाने पर प्रोडक्शन होगा और उसकी तैयारियां भी पूरी तरह रेडी हैं और तेजी से प्रोडक्शन के साथ वैक्सीन हर भारतीय तक कम से कम समय में कैसे पहुंचे, उसका खाका भी तैयार है, उसका रूपरेखा भी तैयार है।
Currently, 3 candidate vaccines deployed by Zydus Biotech Park in Ahmedabad, Bharat Biotech in Hyderabad and Serum Institute of India have been shortlisted for emergency use once given clearance by the scientist community and the regulators.
By first week of January or by 10th of January, we should get a clearance for this vaccine. So we need to really see that how we will deploy it smartly and take advantage from other countries' experiences and how they are doing it. Like in United States, they are giving it first to all healthcare workers, particularly essential healthcare workers. The second line, which is going, is 75 and above. And the third line is 765 and those who have got comorbidities and other frontline essential workers. We need to do it, but ultimately states have to vaccinate. We have to really energize and train the states so that they are able to do it correctly and smartly.
Right, sir.
Late last month, Prime Minister Modi visited the 3 facilities to personally review the vaccine's development and manufacturing process. Along with that, he has been holding virtual meetings with the leaders of political parties, floor leaders of both the houses of parliament and the union ministers from time to time to apprise about India's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. The India Story.
Well, this was a story of a resilience amid the pandemic that hit us at the beginning of this year. The story of how we fought back even harder, the story of a resilience and standing tall among all adversities. The next challenge would certainly be getting vaccine to the last person who's in need of it. Well, the authorities will make sure that happens and every Indian who needs a vaccine is vaccinated. Till then, thanks for watching our special presentation on the story of a pandemic. You can also watch all our other programs on the online platform of YouTube and catch the latest of all the developments in India and across the world on our Twitter handle, Rajya Sabha TV. Till then, thanks for watching and goodbye.
देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा। वर्तमान की मर्यादा है 2 गज की दूरी, मास्क है जरूरी।